I'm Anil Kumar, and here is a test problem for you on periodic functions. The question is, sketch the graph of a periodic function with period of 10, an amplitude of 4, and whose equation of axis is y equals to 6. Well, you can pause the video, answer this question, and you can also put one more condition here, and that is non-sinusoidal. So what I would like you to do is to sketch a graph of a periodic function which is not a sine wave with a period of 10, an amplitude of 4, and whose axis is y equals to 6. So let's put this condition and then sketch, right? Or you can sketch two graphs, okay? So let us see how to do this kind of a question, right? So here what we know is that, let us say this is our x-axis, and that is the y-axis. Now independent variable here is x, the dependent is y. We need to sketch the graph of a periodic function with period of 10, amplitude 4, and equation of axis as y equals to 6. So let us say this point is, let's say 2, 4, 6, 8, like that, right? Let's say these units are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Says whose equation of axis is y equals to 6. That means the axis is somewhere here, right? That is the axis for us, y equals to 6. Whose amplitude is 4. That means for the periodic function it will go maximum 4 up from the axis, right? And it will go maximum 4 down also, right? So 2 and 2, 4. So maximum 2 down. Periodic function is one which repeats, right? So what we can do here is we can just draw a wave. It may not be a sine wave. What I'm trying to say is, why I have put that condition is that generally students think that it is always a sine wave when we talk about periodic function. The whole idea is that any function which repeats at regular interval, its y values, is periodic in nature, right? That is the whole idea. So therefore I have drawn this kind of a sketch for you. Now we want period to be 10. That means this function is repeating. This is one cycle, right? This is one cycle which is being repeated. So that should be at 10. Do you understand? So that is how you could do it. Now the cycle repeats. So this represents a periodic function whose maximum is now. So we can from here write the maximum value is 10. Minimum value is 2. These are the characteristics for us, right? So we have a range for this function as between the y values is greater than equal to 2 and less than equals to 10, right? Where y belongs to real numbers. So these are the characteristics which I can draw from the given graph. Well, the question is only to sketch a periodic function with 10 as an amplitude. The question is sketch a graph of a periodic function with period of 10, an amplitude of 4, and whose equation of axis is 6. So that is done. And now what I'm trying to write here for you is the second part. You can say write characteristics of your periodic function, right? So describe the characteristics of the periodic function which you have drawn, correct? So that's the second part. Just as I have written here that for this particular periodic function I have a maximum of 10, minimum of 2, and the range is that the y value changes from 2 to 10, and domain of course is all real numbers since it goes on forever greater than 0. So in this particular case I have domain as x belongs to real numbers where x is greater than equal to 0 since I have started from 0, right? So these are the characteristics which I could write in addition to what we were given to us. I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.